What is up, guys? Liquid Redneck here, coming at you with another Chris Chan video. This one is going to be a little bit further ahead than where we currently are, but it's an awesome part of Christery, and I think you guys will enjoy hearing about it. Or if you've already heard about it, I think you guys will enjoy us covering it. As always, on these topics, I have my beautiful wife, Rae, with me.
Hey.
And so today we're going to talk about Christian Weston Chandler's future message, or message to the future inhabitants of Earth.
Actually, I believe isn't it something that he wanted to be played for kids in school?
Yes, he wanted to eventually become like a little PSA or after school special for like kids in
or one of those
high
little
school
educational
yeah.
videos they would show you in class.
Yeah, like back in our day when they would roll out the old cart with the TV sitting on it.
With old CRT television and the VCR that they could never get to work just right, and they'd have to go send for the one student who knew how to tinker with it and get it to work.
There you are. Man, flashbacks. All right.
The good old days.
The good old days. There you go. Hey, let's get a like for the good old days. All right, like it if you miss the good old days. Anyway, so here we go. We're going to start at the top from the quickie. Christian Weston Chandler's future message, also known as CWC's important message, and Chris Chan's important message, is a video created on 24 February 2007, the day before my birthday, and uploaded to his YouTube channel on 4 November 2007. In celebration of his milestone 25th birthday, Chris delivers his manifesto and summarizes the lessons he has learned in his life and how they should be applied by future generation of ladies, gentlemen, girls and boys, and dudes of all teen ages, as well as the gals. The video proves that Chris is able to withstand direct sunlight for a considerable time before the inevitable mutation into his best man form. Compared to his current habits, Chris appears more confident, stutters less, though this is probably because he is reading from a script, and was less of a I'm not going to say that about it in 2007. He even gives off a confident smirk several times throughout the video, or through the video. The video is a valuable source to Christorians everywhere, as it shows Chris shortly before he became known to the internet.
Yeah, that is something that you can say about Chris in this video. He does seem more confident, maybe at peace with himself.
Yeah.
And I don't know if maybe that's because he had rehearsed it some and really knew what he wanted to say, or I wonder if it's, this is before he really started getting trolled and stuff really bad.
Maybe he was happier.
And maybe he just had a decent level of self-confidence at the time.
Right. Well, maybe it was coming back because, his high school, which we'll get into in a later video, was the happiest time of his life. And so this was a couple years after that. So maybe he was trying to be a little more confident now.
In a somewhat better place at that time.
Before all the trolling and stuff came his way. Anyway, the intended audience is outlined in the video. Chris wanted it to be shown in local schools. To date, it hasn't. Possibly because the FBI would describe it as child grooming.
Yeah.
Man, this has a lot of good information, but it is really written by people who just cannot stand him.
But they have a point.
Right. Chris also posted it online as a fan teaser to his autobiographical DVD that he was never going to show them regardless. His disappointed fans responded to this catch-22 situation by trolling him and getting their hands on the DVD anyway. The video covers a myriad of topics Chris knows nothing about, like why going to school like waterboarding is not torture, why it's important to quote-unquote stay straight, how to attract a sweetheart, boys should stroke the hair of My Little Pony to understand girls, girls should acquire Transformers to understand boys, why every ounce of tobacco should be sent to the moon, why drinking is bad and leads to bar fights, why anybody who disregards you is a peanut, why straying from the straight path will jeopardize the entire world and human race. For the love of God, stay straight. Chris should seriously consider the romantic advances of ugly, dumpy guys, because they will likely have a better personality, and they may end up having a brighter future for themselves, okay?
Girls should seriously consider, not Chris.
Alright, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at the video, and this is Chris's message to the future.
What's really funny, though, is just kind of looking over those key points. Anyone who has kept up with Chris and the way he is currently, it's funny to see how he has actually went back on so many of the things that he says in this video, such as the alcohol and, being straight. And...
Right, we'll get into that later. We don't want to skip that far ahead. Alright, well anyway, here we go.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, and dudes of all teen ages, as well as the gals. My name is Christian Chandler. I am here, and y'all are there.
He's right about that.
This message is for everyone of the present and the future beyond this date, February 24th, 2007, my birthday, my 25th birthday. I am high-functioning autistic, and in my 25 years, I have seen and learned so much. And today, I intended to share some wise words that I hope each and every one of you will take to heart and allow for yourself and everyone else a better, brighter future. First off, remember that going to school is not a torture, it is a place of learning, a place for growth.
I'm going to stop it there just for 1 second because, something I think is interesting is, a lot of people would say that Chris is, he cares about other people, at this point in time especially. He wants to be altruistic. He wants to share what wisdom he believes he has gained. He wants to help people. However, I think it's kind of not beyond reason to think that his reasons for wanting to be altruistic came from a selfish area, because he wanted, yes, this video is a message in his view to help the future generations, but the goal of it, though, I think, was to elevate himself.
Well, it's a little bit narcissistic. Of, hey, look at what I've accomplished and how good I'm doing. I should be a role model for you.
Right. Well, at 25, I never thought I'm going to make a video and show kids how to act, because even to this day, I still don't think I'm a role model or should, have any wisdom that I should impart to future generations.
But, well, Chris is a very special person, and he sees
True.
the world differently than a lot of people do.
Right. Well, anyway, I just wanted to say that. Anyway, here we go.
Growing, a place where you form the spilling of your own opinions, your own feelings, and your own personality. So learn everything you are able to and grow with it. Now, you should also be able to try something for yourself before forming praise or detest of it. As long as those things will not harm you or shorten your lifetime in any way, it's totally cool. What is totally not cool, though, is thinking or doing these things which are very harmful to you and definitely will gross out those around you.
That's a matter of opinion, but that's very funny that he says basically you should be open and not make judgments on something until you've tried it.
When he's so judgmental about the LGBTQ
so.
community and...
Well, not just that, because he's about to go into about drinking and stuff, and
cigarettes.
Not that much later on in his life, someone convinces him to go to a bar and start drinking, and from what I remember, for a while there, he really kind of liked it. A little bit of an alcoholic,
yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily say an alcoholic, but he was drinking fairly regularly. Yep. So he's telling people to remain open-minded before you make a judgment onto whether or not you like something, which is great advice.
But he doesn't need that. He's being hypocritical.
Yeah, a little bit.
That don't do it, because I haven't done it and I don't like it doing either of them. You should avoid at all costs smoking, drinking alcohol, and intaking similar icky, dangerous stuff. And smoking will eventually cause cancer, and you'll be more likely to get heart attack, viruses, and your life will be cut drastically short. They don't call cigarettes and cigars death sticks for nothing other than killing you slowly. If I could, I would take every last ounce of tobacco, put them on a rocket, and shoot them up to the moon.
And I would be clutching onto that rocket ship.
And for alcohol, they'll cause liver dysfunction, kidney failures, and not only that, but when you get drunk enough, bar fights and automobile accidents. So it's a real slow-acting poison.
You don't need to be
and I haven't done either one, no. And look at me now, I'm fit as a fiddle, and I'm living 25, hoping to live on to be about 80 to 100. And hopefully y'all will get a chance to get up to that ripe old age as well. Now, among the better things you should definitely try before despising is some of the hobbies of those of your own opposite gender. Like, for example, if you're a young gentleman, I recommend buying yourself a My Little Pony figure of your favorite color or whatever. Now, stroking the hair of said pony is very relaxing and therapeutic, and also rubbing it against your cheek. That's
I think you guys are starting
nice.
to see why this would not be shown in a school.
A little creepy.
A little bit.
And also, you can pretend that the pony is that girl you want to take out too. You want to take out sometime,
It's got a lot more
and
creepy.
talk to the pony like you would
Yep.
talk to the girl. Now, for the ladies, I recommend a good old Autobot from Transformers. Because you can get to learn how to examine the mechanics and variations
Because male physiology is so
each and
similar
every
to a transformer.
of the Autobot you have. Like you would learn how a man works,
Turns
and
into
it'll
a
allow
car.
you to feel more comfortable
That was in my sex ed
approaching
class.
It
and
was
talking
mine too.
to that boy you've been flirting from a distance, or just been
Especially learning how to drive
flirting
a stick.
with from a distance. And hopefully, all you have to do is just end up and say hello. I mean, it's not so hard. All you have to do is say hello to the man, ladies. That's all. And everything will just keep rolling from there.
Why is it the girl's job to say hello to the men?
And also with the Autobots, well, it's a vehicle. Well, you can drive down that imaginary fast lane.
I don't know where he was going with that.
I don't either.
But in any case, while few people may ridicule you, you should not worry about it. Because most everybody will be totally okay with it. Because it won't matter. It won't matter because they see you enjoying it, and that's totally cool if you're enjoying it.
Alright, since the video is a little bit longer than I might want this video to go, that's pretty much all the main stuff in the video. We will stop it right there. So yeah, you can kind of see why that was never shown to any child ever.
Impressionable
Child. And you mentioned something while the video was playing about the why is it the woman's job to come to him. Well, that goes into the whole, incel debate, and
which is something you and I have talked about a lot.
Right, is the whole incel, which stands for involuntary celibate, which is a community, which I'm not going to go into that now. That's probably a good idea for a video coming up here and in the future. But yeah, that probably has something to do with that.
And from other things, events in Chris's life, that is something too that you'll see that when he gets into time to discuss his whole love quest, his whole thing of putting up the sign stuff is he wanted women to approach him and talk to him.
Right.
Instead of him going and approaching them.
Right. Well, that's true. And we can... Well, there's definitely
we'll get into that later.
We'll get into that later. So that's going to be about it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching it. Thank you so much for those of you who have subscribed. I am very humbled by any subscribers. Please subscribe if you would like to and haven't. I am so grateful to have you here. Like the video, share, comment. I really want to foster a sense of community with this channel, so I look forward to hearing from you guys, looking forward to seeing new subscribers. Thank you so much for supporting me. It means a lot.
And thanks so much for going on this journey of discovery of all that is Christian Weston Chandler with us.
Next week, or later this week, I'll have some gaming videos up, some videos on Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, and
great game.
A wonderful game. And possibly, I've started playing again, for the second time in a couple of years, South Park: The Stick of Truth. I'll probably upload some play sessions with commentary, maybe some videos like that, but it'll mostly be Sekiro over the coming week when I upload a video. Anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and we will see you again soon. Bye.
Bye.